Citibank CFO with some new announcements about them providing crypto on and off ramps for their customers and institutions. Also, we want to look at the connections between Ripple, Metaco, and of course, Citi. We're going to get into all of this and more in this video, guys. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip. Here is the Citi CFO.
Back and you think about Citi, and you think about our treasury and trade solutions business. We're in over 90 countries with clients. We have an expansive network that enables our clients to manage their liquidity, manage their payments, manage financings and vendors, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
What clients really want is the ability to be multi-border, multi-asset, and be able to do these things 24/7 all the time.
Sounds like a stable coin.
And our token services business, our Citi token services business, enables our clients to do those things, and we're continuing to invest in that. Where stablecoin comes in is with this Genius Act. I think it creates an opportunity for us to be able to serve people who will be issuing stablecoins and to have an option for those clients that we serve today.
Yeah,
whether it be reserving, whether it be on and off ramping, conversion from coin to cash, those are services we'll be able to provide. So we view that as an opportunity for us, but we feel very good about the competitive advantage we have with our network and with our Citi token services.
I got a little emotional with that clip, hearing the CFO of Citi come out talking so positively about crypto and stable coins and regulation here in America. I mean, we've been right this whole time. The biggest institutions and banks are adopting crypto. We're here. We're there. Let's go. Oh man. All right. This is an older clip. This is Ryan Ruger. She is in charge of Citibank Digital Assets, world largest liquidity provider, Citi. Let me play this for you.
For Citi token services for cash and for trade.
I hate when they speed it up. I do apologize. Let's slow this down. Let's slow it down.
So now what we can do is we can move tokenized deposits around Citi's, corridors. Right now it's just US and Singapore, with aspirations of adding another 3 to 5 in the next near term. Well, it's great that we have this internal token, but our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity. So it's key that now that we have the infrastructure of the platform built internally, we work with regulated liability network and other participants about how do we solve these difficult issues as an industry. And there's still a lot of questions out there, but this FMI that RLN aspires to be is extremely positive.
Okay, so she mentioned regulated liability network, and we'll talk about that here in just a bit, but let me get into this. Citibank, Metaco, Ripple. Citibank will utilize Metaco's harmonized platform for digital asset custody and developing new capabilities. Citi is also a Volante client using Ripple processor module. I don't think Citi is going to use Ripple for payments. At least at this time, they haven't really been too vocal about that. I think they were worried about the lawsuit, and Citi went off and built some technology with some other companies that we're going to talk about here in just a second. But Citibank Digital Assets integrated Metaco, now Ripple custody, to bring distributed ledger technology to their platform. The infrastructure of the new global financial system has been built by key players, New Rails, New Worlds, XRP, RLUSD. And here's Pega Satani with Ryan Rugg and of course Kailiani Bhutia. I probably butchered that. I do apologize here, but here is just some more connections. Here is that partnership. Joel Katz did tweet this out. You have the Citibank here, and of course the CEO of Metaco. This guy's actually pretty cool to listen to and watch. Citibank did debank Brad Garlinghouse during the crypto crackdown, under the last few years. So it's just interesting to see, there's some friction there behind the scenes, but Citi has put out a lot of documents in the past talking about the Ripple protocol and other systems. I did want to get into some more connections here with Ripple, Metaco, and Citibank. Citi has partnered with Swiss-based Metaco to develop a pilot its digital asset custody capabilities. This integration leverages Metaco's harmonized platform to provide secure safekeeping for digital assets within Citi's global Citi's global custody network. Which assets will be under Metaco's custody? That is a question I think we're all looking to get an answer to. The partnership is designed to focus on the custody and orchestration of a range of digital assets, including tokenized securities, representations of stocks, bonds issued and settled on blockchain infrastructure. We're also talking about cryptocurrencies. While Citi is active in the crypto markets, the immediate priority is reported to be tokenized traditional investment assets. And we talk about the tokenization of stocks, bonds, derivatives, real estate, debt, pretty much anything of extreme value will be brought onto blockchains. The question is, how long will all of this take? Is this something that, they start doing it and it happens overnight, or is it going to be a slow drip and a pathway forward? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are down in the comments, guys. You've been leaving some really cool comments. I've been trying to get back to as many as I can, so please let me know what you're thinking down below. Potential support for DeFi and other tokenized assets. The harmonized platform supports a broader range of digital assets, including stablecoins and other digital assets. Through Citi's current focus appears to be on regulated institutional grade products. It talks about how much money is involved. Citi is the world's fourth largest custodian bank, overseeing 25 to 27 trillion in assets under management or assets under custody as of recent reports. 25 to 27 trillion. Now, we don't know if all of this value or some of this value will wind up on the XRP ledger or through some of these other partnerships, but there's a real possibility that they could do this in the future. However, the partnership with Metaco is a pilot development initiative. Not all Citi's global custody assets will immediately transition to digital asset custody. So it's saying that this could be a slow drip forward. There's no public confirmation on the exact value of the assets under custody with Metaco. I just wanted to get that. And then I said, is there any other connections, mentioning XRP or USD with all of this? And it says no confirmed ongoing Ripple and Citi partnerships. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I know there's a lot of people that say a lot of things online, but on this channel, we just want to look at the facts and information so we can make the best decisions out here. And that is it. I also wanted to point out that Citi is also working with other custody platforms for tokenized assets. And those are, of course, Metaco, SIX Digital Exchange. The 2025 Citi announced a strategic partnership with Switzerland's SIX Digital Exchange. Key aspects of the collaboration are here. They have some other collaborations and pilots with bond blocks, bond exchange, exploration with Wellington, Wisdom Tree, and DTCC digital assets. And of course, Citi integrated digital asset platform. So there is all of these other solutions that Citi has been looking at. They're never just going to pick one solution. Obviously, they're going to pick what's best for them. I did want to give me some context and info about RLN. Hopefully it knows what I'm talking about. I think it will. Perfect. It knows me. So Ryan Rugg mentioned RLN, which is Regulated Liability Network. It is an industry-led initiative and design concept for building shared interoperable digital assets infrastructure that brings together central bank money, commercial bank deposits, e-money, potentially regulated stablecoins, all represented as tokenized liabilities on distributed ledger. The network goal is to enable programmability, real-time settlement, and regulated financial instruments, leveraging blockchain technology without undermining the existing financial and regulatory framework. And here are some key features of it: on-chain settlement, 24/7 programmable settlement of sovereign currencies, multi-asset and multi-issuer, both central banks and regulated private financial institutions, commercial bank money, e-money transfers, interoperability, regulatory compliance. RLN is committed to preserving regulatory standards, consumer protections, and the stability of the two-tier banking system. Is it going to give me who's involved here? Who is involved with RLN? Sorry. I wanted to get a list of, I think it's 17 or 18 institutions. Here we go. Citi, BNY Mellon, HSBC, PNC Bank, TD Bank, Truist, US Bank, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Zions Bancorp. Also, you have payments, cards, and networks. You have MasterCard, Visa, USDF Consortium. You also have SWIFT, Broadridge, DTCC, the International Swap and Derivatives Association, the ISDA, SIMFA, Program Manager, and Proof of Concept. And there's also UK RLN pilots, and is Barclays, Citi, HSBC, Lloyds Bank, NatWest, Nationwide, Santander, Standard Chartered, Virgin Money, MasterCard, and Visa. So here are some other technology partners. You got R3, you have Quant here, you have SETL. I don't know anything about that. Digital Asset, Canton Network, DLT Solutions, DXC Technology. You got Amazon Web Services. Here's some advisory and legal. You have Ernst Young. You have Link Ladders, Sullivan and Cromwell, Deloitte. You have some crazy institutions that are involved in this, but no mention of Ripple or XRP in any of this. I just want to make that completely clear. Have a fantastic day. I hope this was some good information for you. I hope you learned something. If you did, please share this video with someone, hit like, and of course, leave a comment below. If you want to follow my other socials for my shorts, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and of course doing shorts here live on YouTube. Have a fantastic day. I love you. Peace.